check and know. If you have been told, for example, I'm going to start with this question. If this is a red vehicle, then you have been told, can you drive that red vehicle in front of this yellow vehicle? You see? Now this yellow vehicle is placed here. You have been told to drive the red vehicle in front of the yellow vehicle. The first question that should ring on your mind is, after this vehicle moves from there, which is the next stop or over? Let's together, yes. Mbele ya hii gari ni wapi? Hilo sasa unafaa ujiulize. For example, the red vehicle, the yellow vehicle, the next move, ama mbele ya hii gari ni hapa. The next move. Are we together? Now, you now go back to your question and ask yourself, in this lane, can you be able to come here? Are we together? You can't come from here directly to here. Are we together? So you have to ask yourself, where you are with the red vehicle, how many options do you have there? Obvious, how many options? 1. And that is, you join roundabout lane 2, 0, straight. So, we need you to come here, but the next from here, it's only that you can come from where? This direction, right together. So, in short, when you hear the red vehicle coming in front of the yellow vehicle, you should ask yourself, huyu akishatoka hapa ataenda wapi? Hapo ndipo mbele yake. Ukiambiwa hii gari ikuje nyuma ya hii, lazima ujiulize hii gari ilitoka wapi ndio ingia wapi? Hapa. Are you together? Now, with the help of these options here, you can evaluate and know the best fitting for this vehicle, either behind or in front. To start with, you have to stick the rules of the model, town, board. Rule number 1, nasemaje? Someone. Rule number 1. Yes, rule number 1. Yes, good. Use the shortest and the most correct route without using parking. Are we together? Nice. Always you must consider the shortest. Now, you are not supposed to use the exit from the main road. The exit from the main road, if you are supposed to use the exit from the main road if the roundabout is not closed. We use exit from the main road when the roundabout lane 4 is closed. Are we together? So you have to stick to that. Now, let me start my question. Always you must consider the shop. If that one fails, you go for rule number 2. What does it state? Rule number 2. Mr. Shadrach? Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Yes. Rule number 1, use the shortest and the most correct route without using parking. Rule number 2, use the longest and the most correct route without using parking. Rule number 3, Mr. Joseph?
Use parking as your last option.
Exactly. Use parking as your last option. Now, I want you to consider those rules to answer my question. Today we are going to spend the lesson time, God willing, like 20 minutes. So therefore, let me see how you are going to answer those questions. Remember that we have rules of the roundabout. Now remember, you must consider the rules of roundabout. Rule number 1, no stopping, no changing lanes, no over speeding. Rule number 4, no overtaking. Rule number 5, approach and exit the roundabout using the correct lane. I can repeat for those who are writing something. You can write today's date, write today's date. Today's date 17. But for those who are watching us online, our date here is 22. Munasoma date 22. Good. Now, we have revised the rules of model, town, code. You raised it. The heading you can write rules of the model, town, code. Rules of the model, town, code. Yes, rules of the model, town, code. Rule number 1, rules of the model, town, code. Rule number 1, use the shortest. Use the shortest. Use the shortest and the most correct route and the most correct route without using parking. Unajua kuna watu wengine watapita kwa barabara lakini wakuta wamepita wrong side ama wrong turn. Are we together? Yes. So use the shortest and the most correct route without using parking. Rule number 2, opposite of shortest need. Yes, you replace the whole sentence with that. Use the longest, and the most correct route. Use the longest and the most correct route without using parking. Tutaziona size. But I know you are a good student. And I know we have gone through a lot with you. And some of you, I know you have been watching the YouTube. I know you guys are good. You've been watching the media channel. Rule number 3. If the shortest lacks, if the longest lacks, you must now use parking as your last option. Use parking as your last option. Those are the 3 main rules of the roundabout. And it is good for you to make sure you have ensured that you have maintained those. Now we have still also considered about roundabout. You can like roundabout as your heading. I know most of you guys don't have. Can you take notes on that? And then I take a rules of the model number, but you don't have the notes for that roundabout. It is very essential. Roundabout. Now, nitaenda tu haraka kidogo because that was by the way. So roundabout, you must know what is a roundabout. You guys know what's a roundabout? What's a roundabout?
It's meeting point of traffic whereby
Yes.
two roads meet and
Good. But what you have described, it is not a roundabout, you have described a junction. Because there's a difference between a roundabout and a junction. Are you together? Nice. Now, a roundabout, you can write and say, roundabout is the innermost lane. 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 Because it adds up to a full circle. Kwa sababu inafanya mzunguko kamili. Because it adds up to a full circle. In bracket, 360 degrees. Degrees. Good. Therefore, it's a continuation. Because I know some guys, they will ask me, instructor, what about the other lanes? You know? Therefore, lane 3, comma, lane 2, lane 1. Act as a space stroke area for roundabout. Therefore, lane 3, lane 2, lane 1. Act as a space stroke area for roundabout. So mtu akikuuliza roundabout ni nini, unafaa kumwambia lane ya 4. It's not a must even you specify lane 4. You can say it is the innermost lane. Are you together? Because there's types of roundabout. Good. Now we know what a roundabout now is. Roundabout is the innermost lane. This one. Roundabout is the innermost lane. This one behind, because it ends up to a full circle. Lane 3, lane 2, lane 1. Act is a space stroke area for roundabout. Good. Next point, because we have known a roundabout, we can ask ourselves, From where do we count lanes from? Now, let me explain this before you write anything. In roundabout, for example, something circular, you can't tell where is left, where is right. Are we together? Therefore, how do we go about this? We consider something we call radius and diameter. For example, if we cut our roundabout here into two equal halves, but this one is not a cone. What do we call this one now? One half side of this. The half. Yes, semicircle, good. Now, the semicircle here, it has got a diameter. Are we together? Now, this diameter, from here to here, that is what we call a radius. What do I want you to understand here is that whenever you are coming from this minor road, ukiwasha full light zitamulika my pointer. Si ndio? The moment umefika kwa my pointer, that is where 0 degrees is. Are you together? Therefore, we will count the lanes in the roundabout from the outermost to the innermost. Are you together? Right there, we count lanes in the roundabout. We count lanes in the roundabout. We count lanes in the roundabout from the outermost to the innermost. We count lanes from the outermost to the innermost. We count lanes in the roundabout from the outermost to the innermost. We say, you as a driver, you have to understand, do not cram. Do not cram. Are we together? So we learn to understand. Kama kuna kitu haingii mzuri, niambie pale. And I will do repeat. Hata kama ni mara 5. Kwa hiyo baraka uelewe. Driving. The carries your life. Good. Now, we count it from where? Outermost to the innermost. Therefore, we have lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4. Good. Nice one. So, therefore, we know what's about, and we know where we count lanes from. Since we have lanes. And by the way, do we know what a lane is? Like the next point. A lane, because you have to identify what is that. We get to the kwa barabara na mwambia, can you press in the accelerator? Can you release out the accelerator? Anauliza, ni nini hiyo? Sasa mko kwa barabara ya. How together? So it is good to keep on revising. What we did from lesson 1, you keep on revising. So don't write notes na usiweke tu hapo. Together. Kitu saa na mwambia mtu, kanyaga mafuta, anajua. Kanyaga mafuta anajua. Ikaenda nikamwambia aje, release the accelerator. Sasa baada ya achilie, anafinya kabisa. Anafinya na mko kwa barabara. Si unaona hiyo ni very risky. Yes, it is good to keep on revising your note. I usually rely on. You have to know. Tata mtumia zaka kudanganya because already you have somewhere to refer. Are you together? Nice. So a lane is a path followed by vehicles. A lane is a path followed by vehicles. A lane is a path followed by vehicle. Kwa hivyo hiyo lane maana zinafaa zifuate. Are we together? Yes. Na tukasema kuna something tunakutaka kwa barabara. Some reflective gears ukado ya barabara. Ukado ya barabara na zingine unafuata pia katikati. We said what are they? Cat eyes. Are we together? Now the cat eyes, there are some reflective gears ukado ya roundabout ukado ya katikati ya lanes. Na tukasema the cat's eyes, they help you to estimate the wind of a lane. Ndio tulisema? Yes. Kuna something called like a hazard demarcation. Hazard demarcation, they are effective gears which help you to identify the wind of a road. So if you want to estimate the width of a road, you are going to see what? Hazard demarcation. Right together. If you want to identify the width of a lane, you are going to see the cat eyes. What's the type of the light you switch in your vehicle to identify, for it to reflect the cat eyes? Ni light gani utawasha? You reflect in the car tires. Yes, gani? Dim light. Umeanguka, not dim light. We said parking lights. Yes. We said parking lights. Una twist tu kidogo tu clockwise. Right together. Ukitwist twice, unawasha dim light. Hapo unafaa kudrive ukiona gari lingine linakuja mbele yako. Una dim light, usikuchome. Right together. You dim light your vehicle. You don't want to higher. Good. So we have described what is a lane, and we have said a lane is a path followed by vehicles. Now, you can write the rules of roundabout. So that now we can go deep down in our questions here. Nice. This one is coming very interesting. So rules of roundabout, there are only 5 rules. Rule number 1, no stopping. Rules of roundabout. Rule number 1, no stopping. Rule number 2, no changing lanes. No changing lanes. Rule number 3, no overtaking. You should not stop in the roundabout. You should not change lane. Rule number 3, you should not overtake. Rule number 4. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. No stopping, no changing lanes, no overtaking. Number 4. No over speeding. Nimeona niko peke yangu. Wenye wanatuacha hapa hivi ona najua tumesha provide leakage. Good. Rule number 1, no stopping. Number 2, no changing lanes. Number 3, no overtaking. Rule number 4, no over speeding. Rule number 5, approach and exit. Approach and exit using the correct lane. We said when we were learning about major and minor road, we said ratio must be the same. Must be the equal. It must meet the point of equilibrium. Remember, approach and exit using the correct lane. So those are the rules of roundabout, and we have known what's a roundabout, and we have understood where we count lanes from, and we have known now what is a lane. Nice. Now I hope we can tackle out the questions. Question number 1, as I told you earlier, as we are starting this lesson, if you have been told the red vehicle in front of the yellow vehicle, you must know the next step of that vehicle. Hata adui yako akitaka kukumaliza, ataka kujua the next move ni gani. Akishajua your next move kimeumana. Lakini asipojua the next move, hawezi kukukamata. How together? You have to know the next move of this vehicle. Now, my able dear student, can you drive the red vehicle in front of the yellow vehicle? Now let us come to this. We have covered 2 lessons. We have covered lesson number 1, oral to general questions, and now we are in lesson number 2, model town board. Remember this about road signs, and we have done them to find a zingine jana. And you can proceed. Now someone have volunteered. I'm not sure if you have hii gari ikuti mbele ya hii. You must consider rules of the model town board. Good, karibu sana. And you have to talk. We say huwezi kupata access kama huwezi ukaongea. Yes. Yes. You second lane, the roundabout. 0, straight. Indicate left, move lane 1. Stop. You have to stop and give way. Yes. Indicate left, join immediate lane. You stop for pedestrian to cross. When the road is clear, you proceed straight. Indicate left, yes. Join immediate lane. You stop and give way. When the road is clear, join the immediate lane. You shift lane 2, shift lane 3, shift lane 4. Here. join on about the 4, 0, 90, 180, that was straight. You get to the left. Good. Nice one. Nice. Congratulations. That's the correct answer. We said you use the exit only when roundabout 24 is good. Right together. Right. Lakini ukiwa kwa barabara, ukiwa huko, si mafuta yako unatumia. Unatumia mafuta ya nani kwa gari yako? Wewe hapa ingia kujafungwa. Wewe utapishinda ukienda kule kweli? Unafaa kupitia wapi? Hapa. Are we together? But on basis of the rules of the model town code, you have to know first is that option for you to join our daba. Wengine wanafikanga wanatumia the exit. Ukitumia kitu kama ya kwanza huko kwa barabara, utaingia tu vizuri. Lakini huko mbele unakosa njia ya kwenye mikuna Hapa tu ndio dorai. Tuisambu. Wapi? Hapo. Na Ruiru pia. Watu wananyonganga wrong turn sana. My own student ananiambia na watch. Sasa hivi anakamatwa the nearby station. Ananipigia simu. Hapo ni gari. Kwa mimi nimepita mahali. Wewe na wewe umepita wrong. Hata siko nimeona traffic police. Mimi naona nduthi mbele yangu. Are you together? So that is the reason behind why you must first use where? Roundabout. Some of the guys, they assume roundabout. Wanatumia barabara zingine wapi? Kando. Kumbe hiyo ni wrong turn. So it is better for you. Uende njia mrefu itakufikisha salama. Are you together? Nice. That is question 1. Yes. Yes.
This is the one.
This is the one, yes.
Kuna option nyingine ya 90 degrees.
0 straight and 90 degrees to the left. Yes, good.
So suppose
but this guy was here. Nice. That's what we say. You are not supposed to lift the vehicle. That one can make you to be disqualified in the test. Narudi kwa shule hapa class nikufuze tena. Ufai kuinua. Mambo mengine ya pili tunafanyaka ni kureverse. Hii gari inamaanisha tofauti na hii gari ikiwa hapa. Tunaelewana? Those are the two difference. Hii gari ikiwa hapa huwezi kueleza hasa imetoka wapi. Lakini ikiwa hapa, from what I told you when I was starting, ukiamua can you drive behind this vehicle? Like this question, I want you to drive the red vehicle. The same question but in a different dimension. Can you drive this vehicle behind the yellow vehicle? What do I want you to know in your mind? That you must know from which road and option that will take you to this position. Are we together? We say the driver must be able to receive and give directions. Are we together? Nice. Someone else to drive the red vehicle behind the yellow vehicle. Aingize hapa ndani, apitie saidia nyuma. Haya, someone before you go to Joseph. Mwelekea juu natakanga nyuma. Drive behind. Swali ya mbele ulikata ahead. Kwa sababu yes. In 2 years. 0 degrees.
0 degrees
straight, yes.
I sit
towards the left, yes.
Towards the left.
Stop and give way.
Join. Stop for pedestrian.
Yes, for pedestrian. Indicate where? Left, yes.
Stop and give way.
Yes.
Indicate left.
Yes. Good. But mbona naona wanakuwa wakiingiza kichwa? Si hapo sawa kabisa. Yes? Yes. But yes, mama. In this case, hii gari ya mwalimu iko stationary. Yes. Tuko na makosa ama tumepata?
Anatoka leo.
Ametoka lini 4? Ukaingia lini 3? Makosa. Ulifaa ingia lini 4 hapa. Ukaingia lini? You see the issue must be the same. Hiyo ndio kosa ukafanya. Hiyo ndio tunasemaga wrong turn. Are we together? Yes.
I said like that. And I doing it.
2. Yes.
I shift. And go to the left.
Yes.
Step up to the left.
Yes.
And go to the left.
Yes.
Over and go. And shift.
You shift. Shift. Yes. 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 The right. Join immediate then. 0, 93. Yeah. Good one. Nice. Good. So that should be the process. You have, that's why I told you, lazima ujue nyuma ya hii gari ni wapi. Na nyuma hii gari ilitoka wapi. Si ndio? Nataka watu sana waweke huyu ni kama imeshaimuona. Si muona wapi. Unaweza kumuona unaitwa nani? Kiprotich. Wa nani? Wa London. London gani? Ule wa Kiprono ule wa pale kama Jerusalem kisha vuka Jordan ndio hapo hivyo. Tuko neighbors na Lazarus. Mimi mwenye alikuwa taxi collector. Si ndio? Ngimuyo sio unajua sasa kweli huyu kumbe ni wa nyumba. Ukishajua baba za huko nyuma, what I mean ni huko wapi? Nyuma. Unajua huyu akuja palitoka wa obvious ukiwa hapa huyu ametoka kwa minor road. If not minor road, then the other possible way for this road to come here it is from lane number 3. 0 degrees straight. Tumeona sasa? Hiyo ndio tunataka uelewe. Some of you ukifika pale kwa Ntsa, it is not because you don't understand this thing. You understand it very well. But ukifika pale, hii meza siko hivi. Ukifika pale kuke na room yako bila impartation, tunataka close. Sasa wewe umezoea unataka kukaa hapa. Ukiingia pale unajikuta hapa. Inakuwa ni kizungumko. Una sweat, unasema I don't understand this thing. I don't remember.
The meza kwa ni moja.
But meza ni hii the same.
So position inakuwa.
Position inakuwa tofauti. Jana hii meza mlikuta aje? Kati ulikoni? Ilikuwa hivi. Hapo together. Yaani kama niweke the reason
mzuri kuzoea.
Ikiwa in different sides. Yasa day ulikuwa unakaa hapa. Saidi yako kisa hiyo unakaa hapa. Lato unaona kwa umekaa hapa unaona hapo singine na mrefu. Lakini kumbe gari iko mbele. Hapo together. Yes, nice. Let me press another vehicle, another option. Now I want the red vehicle, someone to drive that vehicle, either of you. Manyamaza sana. Na kwanza brother ametulia sana. Aleta hiyo gari nyuma ya hiyo. Can you drive the yellow vehicle behind the red vehicle?
Simona hiyo. Umeona?
Hey, Chineke. That's our question. Hii ikuja nyuma ya gari gani? Hii. Na hii gari, haya, acha nisipende kwa Kenya. I don't want to give more Kenya. Can my able student drive the yellow vehicle behind the red vehicle? Do not discuss. I want to see what is in someone's mind. Sindio? Ili jua where I can get you guys. Nipisha jia hapo kaka kapite. Haya. Ukiona kama hakafro achana nayo kaka, mwambie mwingine akaeneze. Haya, tuone basi. Ondoa hiyo gari hapo. Yes. Haya, kaka tukuone basi.
Ndio somo la gari. Somo gari na mtu. Onyesha gari. Yes.
You stop and give way. The road is clear, obvious, you turn to the left. Haya, join to the left. Join to the left. Haya, kama tumemwona weka hapo. Haya, Mr. Shadrack. Yes.
Wewe ukisema wasikali na kukaa.
Ukisikia Jose akiongea umeshaka kwa mwa Kenya.
Niko naye.
Una start gari. Second option 90 degrees, keep left. Shift right 2. Hasamia kidogo hapo, upe guidance. Huyu mshare, hakuna mahali umejipinda kushoto wala kulia. Yes. Yes. Unafaa kuingia kushoto. Yeah. Yes. Before you can parking. Before you can parking.
My last option.
No, but that one's a flash. Iko kando ya barabara. Obviously kuna kuwa na mabali na mawe na nini na pavement. Siwezi kupita juu ya pavement. Si ndio? Yes.
Ndio naye.
Umekuja pamoja hiyo.
Hiyo gari.
Lakini
Huko itakuwa ni wrong side huko. Usually keep left. Usually keep left. Ladies in the house. Wacha tuone ladies. Niona comment wanauliza mbona ladies wao hawa ladies.
Hawanitolee nguo, ni wa represent.
Nani atakamka? Utawezana? Jaribu na ukiwa na taratibu. Unajua hata ukiwa kwa kile unazokajibu pia. Hata ukiwa unazokasema tu hivyo na stretch kidogo. Tupe jibu na nimekulisha nyuma wewe. Ni kama mbele. Jibu. Nyuma. Haya. Niombea ruhusa For those who are watching us, ladies wamesema wasaidiwe na gents.
Apply the rule of modern town bomb. Rule number 3. Use parking as your last
Option.
Indicate. Join. Stop and give way. Stop and give way.
Lakini unashika gari, wewe unashika gari. Like a profession. Unafaa unasimama hapo unasema aje? This one is a stop sign. Are you together? The one who is here cannot move until the vehicle which is coming from the right is sharp. Are you together? Hey, guys. Yes, ukiwa tu hapa, as we said, I can see they are very well updated. You use the rules of the model handbook. We started with the shortest. Longest kwenda nyuma ya gari iko wapi? Hapa. Because I wanted us to evaluate the rules, I could have brought a question, use rule number 3. Parking is the last option. Guys, can I bring at least for every person like 2 questions so that we can record it a day? I wanted the red vehicle to come behind the yellow vehicle, or I can place it here. Much better. Yes. That is his question. Ujaribu sasa. I know that one is much easier. Hiyo ni ya kuona tu. Or even the red is nyuma ya yellow. Use the red vehicle and drive it behind the yellow vehicle, behind nyuma. Hapa. Hii red ikuja hapa.